Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be ranking all of my favorite Pokemon. The way this works is, well, it's listed here, but I'll just give a quick explanation. Basically what you do is it's going to give you a list of Pokemon like this. And actually reset this so that make sure that, because I was testing it out earlier and I just want to make sure it's fresh. Okay. The way that it works is it gives you a chunk of Pokemon like this, and you just click the ones that you like, even if you like them just a little bit. What it's basically doing first is it's eliminating all the ones that you don't like at all. And so then after that, it's gonna start re-showing you Pokemon, and then you're gonna be able to rank every single one of them out of the ones that you like that way. I think it just keeps going until you get all of them. But I'm not going to rank every single one. I think I'll aim for just like top of 100 maybe, or just wherever I reach the point where I start like not really caring about the rankings. This is just to get a good idea of like the Pokemon that I would like to aim for when pulling cards for Pokemon Pocket. Right now they don't have all of these Pokemon, obviously, but eventually they probably will. And so, yeah. So this is going to be really quick, less explanation here. We're just going to eliminate the ones we don't care about. So Flareon's cool, Charizard's cool. I guess Dusknoir is pretty cool. I don't really care about Axew. I don't know about this one. This is like a maybe. I don't even recognize this Pokemon, but it looks kind of cool. I don't care about Persian or Mamoswine. Castform. I don't particularly like Castform. I also don't know the names of all of these. Like, what the heck is this? Frigibax. So I'm really just gonna like kind of skim over the ones that I don't really care about. This one's pretty cool, Thievul. This one's got an interesting like ability, I think, but the Pokemon itself I don't really care about. I'm just gonna go purely based on looks, probably. And then when we rank the Totodile's cute sometimes, but I don't really care about him too much. Okay, and then I gotta click pick, not pass, because if you pass, then it just skips all of them. So when we get to like, once we've eliminated all the ones we don't really care about, then I'll start taking other things into account, like types and abilities and stuff like that. Meganium's cool. Is this a shiny? Oh, it's the iron. Okay. I don't really like any of the iron Pokemon, I don't think. I like the scarlet ones a lot better. I don't know what they're called, but they're like the... I haven't played the game. Like prehistoric ones. I don't know what this is, but I kind of like them. Toxel? Oh, it evolves into that Toxtricity or whatever it's called. I don't really like the evolution, so I'm gonna ignore him for now. This guy's kind of cool. Eduv's alright. I mean, he's like a good meme Pokemon, but I don't think he's like one of my favorites. I do like Metagross, but I'm not particularly fond of the pre-evolution, so I'm just gonna skip them. This is the fat squirrel. Well, it turns into a fat squirrel. I don't really care too much about not a fan of the emo starters. Although it does perfectly encapsulate like the second evolution always being like this awkward teen stage. One of my favorites. Sheep. I love sheep. Breloom's pretty cool. Aerodactyl's pretty cool. Let's see. I like the Tyranitar line. Sawsbuck, obviously a deer, so you know, very fitting for the channel. Plus, deer is one of my favorite animals. Deers and cats. Goodra is one of my favorites. This guy's pretty cool. Sinistea, also a favorite, I would say. If I say favorite, it generally means like probably like top 50 maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I do like Oddish and Vileplume, but I'm not a fan of Gloom. Gloom's kind of, you know, drooly. I don't like that. Nidoking's cool. Meloetta's pretty cool. Fortress, no. Dratini, I like the whole line for that. Oshawott, yep. Okay, pick. Oh gosh, hopefully I didn't accidentally pass one of the other ones. That's okay, whatever. Cyndaquil's cute. Pupitar, I guess. It's not really... He's gonna be like pushed down a lot, but he does qualify still, I would say. Don't even know what this one is, but it looks kinda too artificial for me. Sentret, it's one of my favorites. Furret specifically is one of my favorites because of the little walk meme. Cresselia is my absolute favorite legendary, so Cresselia has to make it. I do really like the Regis, but like purely design-wise, I don't really care too much about them. Not a big fan of this whole evolution line. It does get cool at the... I guess I like the first and the third a little bit. But I would have actually more preferred, like, the third evolution be something more like, if you've seen the beast form of, like, Ganon. Just like a big boar. That's kind of what I would have liked to see. Turtwig, one of my favorite starters. Chimeco is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's probably like a top 10 for me. Gardevoir I do like. Pretty cool. Bolton could be cool, but I think the model itself is just like working against it here. It looks kind of awkward. That's more of an issue that I have with the newer generation of games rather than the design itself, I feel. Like, I feel like Pokemon that should look fuzzier, maybe. I don't know if he's meant to look fuzzy, but like this. Pokemon that should look fuzzier tend to just look really smooth and it doesn't really do them justice. Jirachi's really cool. Superior, one of my favorite starters. Obviously the little deer here. I do like all of the legendary birds. Quagsire is pretty cool. I do like the Alolan Sandslash, but the regular Sandslash, not as much. Here's the fat squirrel. It's kind of cute, but I don't think he makes it. I've been using him a lot in one of my decks for my personal account for battling. So I like him because of that. Like I've had more appreciation for him, but the Pokemon itself I don't really care about. So I like all the EVs. This is gonna take forever. Oh my gosh. Let's speed this up. Let's just like, maybe I'll just like skip over a couple of them if there's ever like a full page that's not interesting. Maybe I'll just skip over it. Shuckle is cute. Sandshrew is pretty cool, but I don't need to put him. This guy, however, creepy little cat thing. I got some appreciation for this guy from the anime. Like any Pokemon that just attacks James. That gives them a lot of personality, but that's not really what they're like fully, so this guy's kind of cute. Not a big fan of Quaxly, honestly. Chespin, one of my favorites. I generally prefer the grass starters, but sometimes fire and sometimes water. Porygon Z is one of my favorites. I like the little derpy, confused look. I laugh how someone's favorite Pokemon, I'm just gonna be like, that's alright. Hopefully it's not someone that I'm like, oh, I hate this guy, you know? Well, not this guy specifically, but hopefully there's not a Pokemon where I'm just like, ugh, gross. And then someone's like, what? That's my favorite. Passimian, that's alright. I do like this guy, he's based on Matcha. I love Sirfetch'd, reminds me of Monster Hunter, because I play Lance. It's got a lance and a shield, so. Leafeon, my favorite Pokemon ever, so obviously. Poochyena. There's a really cute Poochyena card, but Poochyena themselves I don't really care for. Bayleaf, really like Bayleaf. There's one of the anime gave me some appreciation for Bayleaf because Ash has a Bayleaf and it falls in love with him. And I really thought that was cute. There's a really cute Ammonite card, but I don't really care for Ammonite. Sunflora I like from Mystery Dungeon, but I don't care about Sunflora really, so. Victini is cute. Don't really care for Pichu too much, honestly. And Pikachu. Even though they're, obviously I like them, like, to some extent, but they're not like a favorite category. This is actually kind of cool. This might be the only one I pick that's like an iron. I like Wobbuffet from the anime, but not in general. I actually like Gen 6 starters because if you didn't know, they're all based on RPG, like classes. Like one of them's like Delphox is the mage. And I think this might be like a paladin or something. Greninja is a ninja, I guess. I don't Wait, Greninja? Yeah, Greninja's that one, right? Maybe like thief, rogue type of, you know. I like horses. Squirtle's cute. I'm not a fan of like the fancy cats. I like cute cats. He's cute. Anxious Olive. One of my favorites, Whimsicott. This guy's really cute. He's got like the creepy cute vibe. Okay. Infernape. I guess. It's got a really cool moment in the anime. Really a whole arc type of thing. Maractus is one of my favorites. I think what I'll do is like skip empty space where I'm thinking, just so we can speed this up a little bit because it's probably going to reach way over an hour because it's already at 30 minutes of recording. I've never seen this guy before. Is this the Entei one? It's kind of cool. Absol is one of my favorites. Mimikyu is one of my favorites. This one had so much promise. It made me think that the Litten line was going to turn into like a really cool fire Sabertooth. And then it turned into like a wrestler. Which is still pretty cool, but like I would have preferred like a Sabertooth tiger. This is getting tiring. I haven't really said anything for the past couple minutes because it's been mostly Pokemon that I don't have too much to say about. Okay, Gibble's kind of cute, but maybe it's just that photo. This is one of my favorites. I like Bread Dog. I like Mew, but not Mewtwo as much. Grovyle I really like from the Mystery Dungeon. This one's kind of nice. I mean, really, mostly the evolution, but he's kind of cute if you look at it closely. It's hard to see the face. I think what I'll do next is hopefully it shows all the ones that I picked somewhere. Maybe like over here. Oh my god, what is... Okay, I guess that's fine. Let's not do that. Okay. Yeah, hopefully it shows somewhere all the ones that I've picked so I can start eliminating the ones where it's like I like one of the forms but not the final form, maybe? Because if I don't like the final form then there's no point. Can't even use it, really. I mean, technically I could use it, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to choose on a case-by-case basis. Shaman, one of my favorites. What the heck is this? I've never seen this in my life. Pecharunt? Kind of cute, I guess. Right? How close are we? We're getting there. This is an iron version. That actually looks pretty good too. This is the one I was talking about. The cream little droplet. Turns into that. That one's much better. I really don't like the evolution as much because it gets just a little more scruffy looking, but that's okay. He is still pretty cool. Okay, this is definitely... Oh, these are all repeats now. So I think at this point it's filtered out all of the ones I don't care about. I don't know what that means. Right? Because now I like all of these. Huh. How many do we have? We have 333 left until I find my absolute favorite. I guess it's what it's going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to eliminate everything that is not a final evolution. That'll be a lot easier. So if we only click on final evolutions. That way we have a smaller batch to manage, and we can just say I like the whole evolutionary line. And if I don't, I can, find out which ones those are based on the final evolutions that get shown to me at the end. That'll be a lot easier to manage. And then from there we can reset everything and manually input the ones that we like in a tier list or something. Okay, some of these I don't know if they're final evolutions or not because I haven't played the games like these. But I like them. This has forms, but it's kind of like a final evolution essentially. I don't know if this guy turns into anything, but I'm going to keep him for now. I'm also including ones that I'm probably just going to eliminate here. I'm also excluding them so that they get kicked out along with the others. I'm kicking out the dolphins too, because I'm not too big a fan of the thing that they turn into, like the superhero dolphin. I mean, the whole Flabébé line's really cool, but I don't really like the final evolution of it. It's actually not even in this list, I don't think, anymore. I've already kicked it out. Okay, see, I like this whole line, but I've never played these games, so I don't actually know which one of these is the evolution. So I'm going to keep them all for now. I don't know if Manaphy is two different types, or one's a pre-evolution of the other. So I'm just going to keep them both in for now. Okay, I don't know which one of these is the final evolution either, so I'm just keeping them all. Oh my gosh, it's already been an hour. Okay, I think after I kick out all of the pre-evolutions, I'm going to take a little break so I can have a more clear mind when I'm doing the ones that will require a little more thinking. Double might have to go. He's a little ugly. Even though he's cute ugly, but I think these are all the final evolutions. So I think we've effectively gotten rid of all of them. So now we're just gonna get rid of some of the ones we don't like as much in this section, so we can narrow it down just a little bit more before we try and make a tier list out of them. It's getting a little more tricky. Oh man. So if I'm assuming correctly, that means I have 142 left. Oh, it's getting close, hopefully. We're gonna get to a point where it's I'm choosing every single one every time, and that's how we'll know we've reached an ending point. You can, technically, I think the site is meant for you to just keep going until you've found your absolute favorite, and then you can just keep going through a different process to start ranking them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm not gonna do all of that. Just trying to get a general idea. Uh-oh. I do like all of these. Flapple, Appleton, and Hydrapple. So the one with the wings, the turtle-y one, and the long neck one. Everything else, get out of here. What is this? Yeah. Actually, I don't need the mice. Okay, they might be. Alright. Pyro I can probably leave. I'm kicking the mice out. Delcatty can go. It's not too much of a cat. It's got this weird angular vibe to it. Is there a gallery section? Yeah. No, it still looks weird even in the end. What the heck is... Yeah. This bird can go now. Are we repeating again, maybe? This might be repeating again. Yep. So I think we've got 125 He can go, actually. He can probably go too. He's cool though. I don't know. Choco can go. Let's be a little more picky. I want to narrow it down to lower number than 125. Arcanine can go. I do really like Arcanine though. I might actually also kick out both Palkia and Dialga. And Giratina. Getting down there. I need to figure out what the whole situation with these T Pokemon are. Okay, that's clearly the pre-evolution, right? I don't know. We'll kick one out for each of them. This one I know is the... I think the bigger ones are probably the later stage evolutions. I think I have all the Eevees on here. But I realistically like some of them more than others. Like, I don't really care too much about Jolteon. But let's see. Reshiram's gonna stay, but Zekrom can go here. I think same thing with Latios is gonna go, but I like Latios more, so... I think I actually should have kicked out Cobalion. I think I really only like Virizion. Like, that much out of all of them. I think Dusknoir is another one I really only like because of Mystery Dungeon. But I do like him on his own. Which is why he made it this far, but he's gotta go now. Okay, we got it down to 87. So far a lot better. Let's see if we can get it down to like 70. Let's kick Jolteon out too. Should I? I don't know, maybe he can stay. We'll see what else we can kick out. Breloom. No, I like Breloom. That's okay. What was I trying to get down to? 60? 70? We're at 78, so that's pretty good. Go can go. Go. Okay. Okay. 74. Almost at 70. I like all of them. I like all of them. Oh no. I like all of them. Shoot. Primarina can go. You can see I clearly have a type. Doggy, kitty looking Pokemon. And little cute ones. Little cutes. Little cute. Little cute. Alright, Ditto, you're cool, but you gotta go. We're making our way there. I'm tempted to kick Jolteon out right now. But if I can get two more other than Jolteon, then Jolteon can stay and we can just rank our top 70. I think Marshadow. Maybe Luxray. Let's keep looking. Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really having trouble kicking that last one out. Might have to be you, Jolteon. I think it's gonna be either Jolteon or Luxray. I think I like Luxray more than Jolteon. So I'm sorry, but Jolteon, you're gonna have to go. Could be one of these T guys. But I really like T. Sorry, Jolteon. Next time you show up, you gotta go. The only Eevee to not make it. I'm sorry if Jolteon's your favorite. Actually, not gonna lie, I don't really care about this version of him. Actually, that's what we can do. We can kick out the other versions of this guy. I really only like the one that looks like a pie. You barely made it, Jolteon. Let's kick out the other one. I like the pie one, yeah, this one. So we gotta kick out the long neck one. There you are. Jolteon was here too. You were gonna get kicked out if I didn't decide to do this. Cool. So we got these 69. I'm gonna cut it here, take a break. And then we'll put these all into a tier list maker and then I can rank them. Alright, yeah. I'll be back. Okay, so here we are in the tier list maker. This is a thing that has every single Pokemon ever in it. I think. I mean, it's hard to keep track of all of them, obviously, but that's crazy, right? So what I did was I, wrote them all down, all of my top 70, and brought them in to this last tier here. And then I've got top 10 all the way down to 70. I did make a couple alterations. The Lake Trio and these two little guys. Taking them out. Because like I said, I like them a lot, but I don't really like them like a top tier type of like. And then I also brought in a couple of like the regional forms that I don't think were on there, like the Alolan Sandslash and Ninetales. And the Hisuian Lilligant. I think that's it. If I forget another one, then I'll mention it as it shows up. Also, I found out. See, I've never even like played the games that have these guys in it. But this guy and this guy, the ones where you can see the little dude hanging out, are the final evolutions. So I thought this was the pre-evolution because it was smaller, but where is it? It's probably really far near the bottom. There's one that has like the whole pot type of thing. So like this one is like a cup, right? So I thought, since this is the pre-evolution, I know that one for sure. I thought the other one was also a pre-evolution, but apparently that's not the case for the other one. The other one, the one in the cup, is the evolution. And the pre-evolution is... I know it's a later Pokemon. Yeah, here we go. The one with the pre-evolution is in like this little jar, which I guess makes sense because he's got the little matcha stick, and that's what you use to like put the matcha in the cup, and then once it's in the cup you whisk it, and that's the whisk. So I guess it makes sense in terms of like the preparation. Although this one should be the pre-evolution then, right? Because this is where you prepare the tea and then you pour it into the cup. Or maybe it's more like this is a product of the other one, so it's kind of like a baby version. I don't know. But then that would apply to this too. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so we have 70, I think. So what I'm going to do is it's going to be a little haphazard at first. I'm just kind of putting things where they should generally be. I'll start like towards the bottom with ones that I don't really have any sort of connection to, but I do still kind of like. These guys probably also there. Maybe they can go up one. We'll see. I move them down later. The Alolan Sandslash. Alolan Ninetales is one of my top favorites, so that one will be later. I think Aurora is one of the bottom two. I'm gonna do like bottom 2 rows first. Just like general, probably bottom 2. And then I'll fully fix it up later. Reshiram maybe. Anything else? I think Mew maybe can also be somewhere down here. And Jolteon, my least favorite Eevee. He almost didn't make it actually, so he's somewhere down here. We'll have to reorder that later. How much is this? 14? Okay. Let's get a couple more. Maybe Altaria. Okay, you know what I should also do? Blastoise can go up here. Just to make some space, I'm gonna get out of the way some of the ones I know I like a lot, and then I'm just gonna put them tentatively in like the 30 range, even though they're not exactly there. Let me also color this one differently so that I can distinguish it as like the bottom, because green and yellow were too similar. It's getting confused where it started. color this one differently too. Like a red. I guess if you're partially colorblind, this won't make sense to you, but this looks very different to me. So, Porygon Z. Oh. Alright, let's do this too. Brazilian, Shaman, and Superior. I think that's it. Okay. 9, 10. Perfect. So now we have everything moved up a bit. We can figure out. So this, all the ones in here are meant to be here. We need to figure out who belongs in which group here. Sorry, this is a little messy. Makes sense to me though, so. Okay, the ones I like more, so the ones I like the least down here. Not gonna lie, I think I might like these T guys more than some of these people. Pokemon. So I'll put them up here for now. The rest, I'm pretty good with keeping down here. So, I think Jirachi can go down, and Houndoom can go down. You guys stay up here. That looks pretty good to me, yeah. Now the problem is I don't think I like all of these people more than all of these people. So I've made some mistakes, but I think everything down here, that's pretty accurate. This is just going on vibes, doesn't have to be exact. So we'll see. I think these guys deserve to be up here. I really like T. Perhaps Meganium can go down, and I'm debating between this Lilligant or this Articuno, or the only Articuno I have here. Or Ninetales, or maybe Flareon? No, Flareon's fine. I think Articuno. Or this Lilligant. No, Articuno can go. Right. So now we gotta move some of these guys up and some of these guys down. I'm really starting to like these guys more and more every time I look at them. They're really cute. Okay, Eevee can go up. I like these little tiny fairy guys for some reason. So they're moving up. Man, my logic. Okay, so now we just need to rank everything very specifically. This is not going to be perfect, but Salamence can go. I think Salamence is like number 70. Just to make this easier on myself, I'm going to add a bunch of rows and split them up into 5s so that they don't have like the 2-row thing going on. Or the 2 under on the 2nd row. Yeah. Alright, perfect. So now I can split these into 5s. Just move everyone down here for starters. Okay, 5 I like less, 5 I like more. Cool. I think Grandpa. Okay. So we've got our bottom 10. No, 20. So now let's give an exact order here. Salamence at the end, and this guy that I just learned about can be like here. Lettermane is a little creepy, so give him down here. Yeah, maybe something like that. Okay. Next 5. Antine, Jolteon are the bottom 2. I think this is good. I think that's good. Okay, cool. Next 10 I'll put over here. Wait, I like Mew more than Celebi. What is this? What's going on here? This is flawed. Celebi, you shouldn't be here. Alright. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. Whew. Good thing that was an easy fix. Wait, hold on. I like Jirachi more than Celebi. What the heck's happening? I think I'm just gonna move Celebi down. I'm just gonna swap them. That'll be the easiest thing to do. That looks fine to me. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Now these guys. I really don't know the vibes of these guys other than their, because I've never played them really in any aspect, so I've never seen their abilities or anything. But I do like their designs. Who do I like more based on just the design? Probably this guy because he has a whisk. And then this guy under that. But I don't think I like either of them as much as Delphox. I do like them more than Ampharos and Lilligant, but who do I like more between Ampharos and Lilligant? Probably like that. Cool. Next 10. So I think this is the order here. Cool. Alright, next 10. I think Gudra Alcremie. Okay. There we go. Top 10. Oh man. What the heck? I don't want to move any of these guys down. Oh no. Leafeon, Cresselia, Shaman, Superior. Definitely top 4. So it's 4 of these guys. Or one of these guys gets to stay. Oh my gosh, I don't know, because I actually like this guy more than Superior. So maybe it's just these 3 that get to stay, and then I had to choose 2 out of these guys. I like Maractus so much too. Oh, this guy's so cute too. Okay, Ferret, I think you can go. I like you a lot, but same with you, Mimikyu. Actually, I don't know, Mimikyu. Porygon can go. Porygon's a little derpy. He doesn't really have anything going on in there. His brain. I actually think Superior can go down. Okay, so just 2 of these guys need to go. Realistically, it's 2 of these, 4. Or 3. Or even 2. So I guess these 2 go down. I think that's okay, yeah. Now out of these 5, for sure, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 5. Between 4 and 5, I don't know who I like more. I'll go with that for now. Okay, there we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And then realistically, 75. Alright, hold on. Yeah, that's probably the order. Right there. I'll write this down on my own time so I have a quick reference list. But for now, just kind of scroll. We just do 1 to 5. Make that look more uniform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are my top 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Top 20. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna slowly scroll through this so I have it like on record if I ever lose this page. I don't really need to do it this slowly, but just in case. Cool. There we go. That's done. We'll see how I can cut this to make it shorter and more watchable. I have a lot of footage to sort through. Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is just to give you a general idea of the Pokemon that I will be super excited to get. Super excited, super excited, super excited. Less, but still super excited. You know? In terms of like pulling Pokemon cards and stuff like that. And the ones that I would try and prioritize using in battle. Even if they're not the best. It's better to have fun with the ones that you like, rather than always win, you know? I'd rather lose with Pokemon that I like than win with the ones I don't like. Because it's not like you're always going to lose. You're still going to get a good amount of wins if you strategize correctly. So yeah, that's all. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, see ya.